Greetings internet peopleoids, Darkly Dave here. Haven't made a video in a while, sorry about that. The internet's been rather messy with the NBN going through. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about dealing with acne, specifically acne scars on your back, and what I've been doing to try and combat it and ultimately get rid of the scars. So, major thing with getting rid of scar tissue, a lot of things on the net will say to use vitamin E, but it turns out that's actually a really bad idea, as 30% of people can have an allergic reaction to it, and the vitamin E as a topical cream can actually thicken and darken scar tissue rather than getting rid of it. So the best thing to do with scar tissue is to exfoliate it. Now you could use a face exfoliant, especially one with salicylic acid if you're trying to deal with acne as well, but that can be really expensive because you're going to have to use a lot of it for the square footage of your back. So I found in Kohl's the palm olive body wash. This is the acai berry one, and it's really good. Smells wonderful, but it's also got the seeds from, I think it's the acai berry and also kiwi fruit or something in it. Yeah, anyway, real fruit seeds rather than plastic microbeads, which are really bad to use. Try and avoid products that have got that in them, mainly because the plastic doesn't degrade or biodegrade. It ends up in the biosphere, ends up in fish, birds, etc. Really nasty stuff, and it gets literally everywhere. So try to avoid products with that in it. I don't use soap on my back because it's really harsh and it tends to make the acne flare up because it washes the oil away from your skin, and that causes further acne outbreaks as your skin tries to replace the oil. It tends to clog all your pores up and bleh. So following that one, have a really good shower brush, good stout bristles, but not too harsh either, especially if you're like me and you've got really sensitive skin that's also prone to being a little oily. Nice soft bristles. If you can, and you can afford it, try to get natural fiber ones rather than synthetics. Synthetics fine. Also, wash your brushes regularly in hot water with a bit of tea tree oil or something like that that will act as a disinfectant and clean the brushes. Keep them in a well aerated area so they dry out properly, because if they're damp all the time they will get a lot of bacterial growth and a lot of mold, and that's only going to exacerbate the problem. Following up with using the brush, or using the brush with it, I use Aveeno. This is a skin relief body wash which says it cleanses, moisturizes to soothe itchy dry skin, and its active ingredient is actually oatmeal. This is really good stuff, really good stuff. I normally use the one with the green cap rather than the blue one, but I think they were out of it this time, but it seems to work just as well. I think it's just slightly less moisturizing. But after your shower, it's really important to reset the pH on your skin, because it may be either too base or too acidic, and this will also cause more problems with acne. So I use a little pump bottle with witch hazel, which you can buy in big bottles. You don't have to buy little teensy ones, which saves a lot. I've heard you can also use apple cider vinegar. I haven't tried that. And there's innumerable other variations thereupon, but I found witch hazel to be the most effective for me. So really with a lot of these things you're going to have to experiment a little bit to find what works best for you. Until very recently, I was using Plunkett's Vitamin E, high potency natural vitamin E cream, which has also got rosehip oil. Rosehip oil is good, by the way. The vitamin E cream, not so much. It can cause thickening of scar tissue, and you can have an allergic reaction if you're very, very unfortunate. But this one's got no parabens and it's also fragrance free, so it is good for sensitive skin. I just wouldn't use it on scar tissue and things. So arms, legs, feet and hands, it would be fantastic, I would say. But yeah, careful with this stuff. So what I replaced it with was another Aveeno product. It's a daily moisturizing lotion, which comes in a little pump pack. Light feel, absorbs in seconds. This is the sheer hydration one, which I use twice a day. Once in the morning and once in the evening after a shower. You've got to let it soak in really well, and it's best to wear a shirt or something over the top just to stop it from rubbing off on things and making a mess, because it says it absorbs in seconds, but to get a really, really good coating on it, which is what you want to try and prevent the acne breakouts that cause all the scarring, you're going to have to be really thorough. And if you're flexible like me, you'll be able to do your whole back yourself. If you aren't, you're probably going to need someone to help you with it, because you do need to cover your whole back or wherever on your body acne may be a problem. All this will also work on your chest. I use it on my chest as well, and the tops of my arms. I don't have as much of a problem with scarring there, but it's best just to do the whole body. The body polish is also really good to prevent folliculitis when you're shaving your body, because it exfoliates and massages the skin tissue, which helps prevent ingrown hairs. The moisturizing will also help with this, so when you're using the body wash moisturizer, do your whole body and try to use products that are as sensitive as possible, that don't have a lot of oil in them, or if they do, it's got to be things like rosehip oil and other ones that aren't going to clog your skin up and cause extra problems. Another thing I've heard that can help is with bath salts, the magnesium ones. So even things like the body soak bath salts, every now and then, don't do it too often, because that will dry your skin out and that will just exacerbate the problem again. So it's best to have the bath in bath salts and immediately use a moisturizer afterwards. I hope this is helpful. I'm actually found that this particular setup of products has really, really helped. My scar tissues greatly reduced, but it's also helped with further breakouts rather. You will still occasionally get them, especially if you get hot and sweaty, which I do as a gardener in Australia. You're going to get hot and sweaty. It's a fact of life. But if you change your shirt through the day, and as soon as you get home, as soon as you are able, wash your back especially, but wash your body to get rid of all the sweat and grime and bleh off your skin, and that should help as best as you can. If you have serious problems, I would advise to go and see a dermatologist. I haven't yet, but depending on how much I can reduce my scar tissue and breakouts, I probably will end up seeing a dermatologist in the end just to really finish it off. Because I got really self-conscious about it. I may or may not show you a picture of what my back looks like over here, just because it's one thing about my body that I really hate and want to get rid of and change. And I've used heaps of different things that haven't worked, but this particular grouping of products has helped. It doesn't have to be the same products, just as long as it's exfoliating and moisturizing. They're the two things you need to do. But don't scrub your back really hard. It's good to get a good finger, so you want something that's got sort of stiff bristles but not hard. That's important. And also, don't rub with your towel too much. Pat it dry, because that will allow the extra moisture on your skin to soak in as well, and it won't irritate the skin as much. Scrubbing backwards and forwards will really irritate the skin, and you shouldn't do it on your face either. So, I think that's about everything. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit the like button. If you have any extra ideas, go into the description, not the description, leave a comment below, that's what I'm saying. Leave a comment below with any tips and tricks you have that have been helpful. And thank you so much for watching. You can check out the rest of my channel in the links below, just click on the name, and if you want to see more of my videos and be informed when they come up, hit the subscribe button. I've also got links to Twitter and Tumblr in the description below, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope this vaguely ranty video was helpful. Bye!